Hey y'all, it's your girl NeenaRose coming at you for your daily come up for May 10th, 2021. Hope all is well with you all. I want to thank you all for your likes, share, subscribes, rocking with me, doing what it takes to move forward and just, not give up on yourself. And with that, just gonna keep moving, okay? Um, a lot of people a lot of people understand the truth because the May series is you have to believe it before you see it. And this is hard for some people because they believe in some things, and some things you have to understand it's just a fantasy. It's not a truth, you know. And some people feel like they've been made a spectacle out of things, so they take away um or it's taking so long to manifest because of they didn't told so many people. Got the strength at the bottom of the tarot deck, and then the foundation and achievements at bottom, which is a 4. People don't understand what it really takes to move forward, and I say that because if you've had a lot of hard times, you've been stricken with hard times, you've been stricken with problems, and it's taken a while to forgive, it's taken a while to understand, and then you start this ascension process, and all this, it's like hell and broke loose in a matter of a week. And I'm saying a week, it just feels like, whatever could go wrong goes wrong, because that's how it goes in the beginning, right? And then as you're on your process, you start to believe and understand that, a lot of stuff had to come out, right? And I'm saying that for the full understanding and retrospect of the truth of the matter, you know. Um, and not to give up on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Um, things are going to work out, but we have to know they're going to work out. We just can't give up on ourselves and with the expectation of deception and move forward. You know what I'm saying? Um, there's some knowledge that's coming in here that we need to be aware of. Because they're talking to me with the Knight of Swords here. There's some information that's coming in, but it's about a third party that ended. There's some things that's coming in about a third party that ended that you already knew was ended. So let's say like some of you had a dream that a connection was over, but it was a front. And then it was like you realized it was a front, but it was more so the universe trying to connect with you about it. And some of you may have told it. Some of you may have went and told what you thought about the connection, and not really gave it any more thought as to what else was supposed to come in. But you couldn't understand why the person was still going around with the connection. Okay, so some of you are going to find out that this person was doing things they had no business doing in this connection. Okay, so let's say like you got people that allow people to do things just to keep them in their energy, and so they won't come towards you. A lot of you are going to realize that. A lot of you are going to see that for what it really is. Um, I feel like there's some guarantees here that are coming out, and I'm saying guarantees like people was guaranteed sexual passes and things of that nature. Um, or you can mess with my kids, and I ain't tripping. I feel like that's the energy here for a lot of people. A lot of people may have let some things slide, and And then you're wondering, I feel like this is coming out though. This is about to come out and it's about to hit your energy kind of hard, because now you're going to know why somebody did what they did in this connection towards you and other people as well. Like, you know, people were getting their way. There was a lot of perversion going on, um, and that's really what they wanted. And I don't feel like you really knew. I feel like a lot of you are going to find out about these demons and these monsters you've been sleeping with. You know, they may have, some people say they changed, they're not like that anymore, but I feel like a lot of you are going to find out about these demons and monsters that have been plaguing the community. A lot of people have been dealing with people out of being desperate, out of just wanting someone to be with. And I feel like some people are going to be granted second chances with new people. But see, like I say, people be thinking, well, we're supposed to be together. Well, that may be part of the soul contract. That may be part of it. But that don't mean it's going to work out that way. That don't mean it's that lined up. I've been seeing that Ten of Wands there for a minute, but it hadn't come out yet. The Emperor in reverse here. So I feel like the Emperor is about to get exposed. It's at the bottom of the deck here. I feel like there's somebody that is basically been playing power games, power struggle games, with people who maybe don't have as much, maybe be in poverty, have them selling their kids and doing different things to make ends meet. But I feel like they're about to get exposed here. Okay, y'all. I had to go get my sage and set that up because this energy is a little heavy. Now, like I said, with this series of happy birthday, Taurus, you know, hope y'all are doing well, celebrating, turned up, doing what you do. I'm also hearing some of you are mourning, you know what I'm saying? Maybe some Tauruses that have passed on, or just, you know, people who passed on that's not here to celebrate with you, okay? In the physical anyway. Um, but I feel like some of you also may be feeling like too, I wonder why I was saying that. Some of you may have an emperor that has passed on, that some light has been shed on. You got some information about them, about the things that they were building against someone that was trying to flourish. They may have been a warlock, this emperor in reverse. You may have gotten some information, some light may have been shined on this person about what they did in their spare time, the work that they put into other people in despair, maybe coming up against mothers or just empresses, period, just in that energy of making it, with the magician in reverse here, making sure people don't, and then like the high priestess in reverse up under that. Just making sure people don't make it, or just make sure, like somebody may have died that may have been coming up against you, and you may realize that a lot of your struggles and things came from them. But it's like, you know, you may have saw it, but you may have had like different type of spells and things on you that made you not really comprehend what was going on around you, kept you naive, just not really in a sure vibe of yourself when it came to this person. Um, let's see here. You have one, love begins. This was hidden energy. And then you have 5, emotional loss. That's why I say some of you may be in a moment of like just kind of reminiscing about the people that's been in your energy in your life, the people that may have brought in discord, have sown discord, kept you in illusion so that you wouldn't tell on them. You know, um, that little Men in Black memory flash thing. It's people that do spells to keep your memory on lock. To keep you at bay in your own life where you're not even um, progressing or moving forward like you should. You have the Ten of Wands here that came out um, turned up. And then you have here the Two of Wands, which turned down. You have the Wheel of Fortune, which was turned down. And then you have the Tower in reverse, which was turned down. So you have this hidden energy here where you're moving forward, you're blocking off some towers, but I feel like a lot of you may be carrying some emotional hurt, some pain. There may be some baggage that may have come along from this person that may have passed on, that was very kind of rude or mean to you um, because of your purpose. I feel like a lot of you at this time, before this person passed, you may not have been in your energy of power yet. The Wheel of Fortune is being clarified by the Magician in the reverse. A lot of you, so what you're realizing too is your manifestation comes along with the prosperity of the mind, where you can honestly understand what has went on, what needs to go on, how far I'm going to go, things of that nature. And so, like, as you got this information, you're realizing that a lot of this had to do with the progression in your life that needs to manifest and take place. You have the Fool here clarifying the Magician. I feel like a lot of you are making plans secretly because, see, the Fool has a knapsack. The Fool is taking with them exactly what needs to go without packing on too much, without taking on too much in this spirit realm. I feel like there is a level of growth here that where you're starting to grow out of your situations to move forward. You realize you didn't manifest because this same emperor may have been a close family member that was doing stuff behind your back. But hey, in your face, cheesing in your face. And I feel like this here kept you in battles with the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I feel like there was some growth here that has transpired from what it is that you're looking at now. I'm going to get something out for the Fool here. Let's clarify that Fool. Because the Fool is playing movement. People may look at the Fool and be like, well, they just going to go off that cliff and they just going to fall onto the ground. It may look like that because they didn't tell you they playing. Bottom of the deck is the Sun in reverse. I feel like this person, I feel like you are making plans in silence. And then you even stop telling people who may even talk to the enemy, or the enemy may use to get information out of it. You have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, clarifying the Fool with the Nine of Swords. Some of you may be worrying about an inheritance that you didn't get, that was taken from you. Or you may have realized that no one wanted you to get the inheritance. Or the inheritance just wasn't going to come because of they didn't want you to get it, but they're not even blood. I'm hearing that there are people that's not even blood wanted you not to get what's rightfully yours. But some of you are up at night because I feel like the truth has come out about that emperor, and you don't feel as highly about them as you once did. You're going to realize how dirty they were, things of that nature, how they basically kept you in bondage every which way that they could. And I feel like this Tower here, some of you are not going to fight for something like you thought you should have. I feel like there's a discrepancy here in fighting. Judgment came out in reverse, clarifying the Tower. They finished another one that's going to clarify the Tower as well, the Tower in reverse. So let's see what that is. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So some of you are going to find out that Something is not really what it seems. The Knight of Wands in reverse here. I'm not saying not to be grateful, not to show gratitude. I'm gonna clarify judgment, but I also feel like there's a level of discomfort here in the judgment here. Because like let's say like somebody went out of their way to make sure they show you one thing and then it was really another. And then somebody could be putting in something for poor judgment. Like you don't make a good judgment call here. Let me see something here. Let's shuffle because I feel like there's a confusion spirit. I don't know if there's a confusion spirit coming onto my cards, but I do feel there's a confusion spirit here. Creator, I come to you now. I speak that this confusion spirit leaves now. Give the collective clarity on what it is that you want them to see. Okay, so the Ten of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck now. And this is clarifying judgment. The Eight of Swords, this came out hidden. Judgment is in reverse. And the Eight of Wands, two eights, both in the upright. Okay, so a lot of you are going to get communication about this false imprisonment. Okay, so there may have been a spell put on you for you not to fight for what's rightfully yours. And that's why a lot of you may be confused. I think that's why I hit the confusion spirit, because there's a confusion spirit that was sent out for you not to fight for what's rightfully yours. Like you get confused and you rather be upset. They would rather you be upset and do nothing about it. Like, well, whatever, forget them. But really, you need to go in and put the communication in, put the paperwork in, maybe 8 sheets of paper you may need to file. But they want you to remain in bondage and feel like, well, if they don't want me to have it, I don't want it. No, you need to go get your stuff. And they want you to think that this person didn't love you. Now, this emperor, now the thing is, thank you, Creator. This is reminding me of a soul contract where there was a covenant within a covenant. What was this? The King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. This may be a Taurus or Earth sign. Now, I didn't even see that was out. That just was on top of the Two of Wands. I feel like some of you were part of a contract where, okay, y'all remember in, for those of you that's read the Bible anyway, or just kind of familiar with the parables, some of the parables that's in there. Remember when, I can't think of the king right about now, but they wanted John. Remember the lady and the daughter requested of the king to have John, the head of John the Baptist, on a platter, which is basically, how you go into those fine restaurants, they have, it's a charger, is what they call it in the Bible. The head is on a charger, which is basically the platter, the silver platter with the silver top, and you remove the top, and then the main dish, the entree, whatever's in there, his head was up under there. Okay, but he gave them, because he was messing with the daughter. Now the Bible didn't put that he was messing with the daughter. The Bible put that she danced so well, he just said, whatever you want, I'll give it to you. But basically, she probably stripped for him, you know what I'm saying? And she was a teenager. And it's people like this, they give up their kids so they can have a nice life. you know, and the promise was not to be a father to you. The promise was not to be a guardian to you, even though you was on the scene first. Now, that king, I don't know why I can't remember the king, I guess it's irrelevant. That king did not want to do it, but he had to do it to keep his word. Some of you, these kings that have mistreated you, they have died and they left you an inheritance. And then the people are sending you spells, making you think that they didn't leave you anything. Trying to make you think that you're not part of the family. When you are indeed the bloodline. These people, that was not his daughter, and that was a stepwife or a concubine, whatever she was, that wasn't his daughter. So what does that mean? She wasn't even blood. She wasn't even of royalty. And what kind of evil mess is it to request the head of somebody? That means somebody requested that you be taken out of the plan. This person is fallen. This person is dead. This king is dead. Not here anymore. Maybe be his birthday today. Maybe his birthday tomorrow. But he's not here anymore. So what they're doing is sending you spiteful messages where you don't want to deal, or they want to take away your thoughts of this person, but this person genuinely love you, but they got in over their head. They let their lust guide them. And so in return, they had to be against you when they really loved you. So they're trying to give you, that's what that confusion spirit is. There's a confusion spirit that's been sent by these witches that's left to distract you, deter you, or to keep you from going after what's rightfully yours. Okay, so recognition and reward, 3. I feel like somebody still gave you your props, even though they weren't supposed to be dealing with you. They still spoke highly of you. Even they wasn't dealing with you, they was mistreating you like they were supposed to. But to you, they probably wasn't giving you your props. But to them, they couldn't stop them from talking. They still said what they wanted to say. Because you maliciously came in between me and my child. You maliciously came in between me and my loved one. Me and my niece. Me and my nephew. Me and my parent. This is hidden. 3, partnerships and alliances. This person had an alliance with you on the back end. I believe that if you all go in for what's really yours, you're going to see that they left you more than what you thought. Than the energy that they tried to push off on you. You got accelerated motion, an 8. I feel like there's an energy here where there's you're being propelled into moving forward and without haste. Move forward and don't succumb to anything of being think it's something got to end here, because it don't. You have here the 6 of Pentacles. You have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. You have the Devil. You have the 7 of Cups. The 2 of Swords. And the Queen of Swords. Let's clarify this Devil right quick. The Justice in reverse. Something for Justice. The Death. Something for the Death. The World in reverse. See, the universe is all up in this. The universe don't want you to give up. Let me get another one here so I can read these cards. Give me something for the world in reverse. The Six of Cups. There was unequal give and take, and you wondered why they treated you so bad. But a lot of you have gotten insight on, you got knowledge on what went on here. This person made an alliance with a group that didn't like you. They didn't like your light. They tried to slow you down. A lot of it did work. It did work. They slowed you down. Could have had a Capricorn here, a Libra, Scorpio, a Sagittarius. I'm hearing a Virgo. Taurus. Through the death, this cycle opened back up. The curses that went to the grave with this person are no longer strong. That means basically somebody that they're at this point, that's where the info came from. The Six of Cups here, I feel like is more so a peace offering after all the stuff that went on here. I feel like everything was an illusion, that they tried to make it seem as if what was going on with you and them. It was straight toxic, but I feel like you maybe put your foot down at some point against these individuals and what they had going on. I feel like you raised the standard, you raised the bar, but I feel like there was a Capricorn here that kept this energy going, that kept the fuel to the fire here as far as the hatred that was there for you. And it may not have to been a Capricorn, it just could have been, it could have been the addiction that kept this going, that kept it alive and thriving. Now you have the shadow 18 breaking down to a 9, and then you have firm foundation of 4. Being clarified by the Three of Cups in reverse, the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Three of Swords, and the Four of Wands. A lot of you are meant to go through this and understand how people come in and everybody has a different motive and agenda. Just because you all may see each other every day does not mean that these people like you. I feel like a lot of you realize that, you know, dealing with people, these confrontations have been confirmations of non-existent family issues. And I'm saying that like people, everybody may come together and laugh and smile together, but they really don't love you. They really don't want to see you. They really don't want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this is the energy that you are dealing with at this time. Like basically this is the shadow work. You realizing that, you know, you was always, it was a divine connection to go through this, but you've always been an outcast when it came to this family, when it came to these people, till it came to this group. But you was purposed to be outcast from them. You got 4 here that are turned down. Rejoice, the celebration, 3. 1, prosperity begins. 5, obstacles and challenges. 6, conflict and defeat. I feel like there's an energy here where it was always looking like it was all good, but the whole time they were against you. You have the 7 of Wands here, 10 of Swords, Queen of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. The stars at the bottom of the deck in the reverse. I feel like they're Things never came into fruition for you. I feel like at the time of death, there was still heartache and pain. But you still had come out of the deceptive energy. But I also feel like you still rose to greatness, because I feel like you still understanding who to celebrate with. There's conflict and defeat. I feel like it's no more with the Ten of Swords here. I feel like you realize that it's no more, that they can no longer have you in the bondage that they had you in. You're no longer waiting on them to give you something that it's not even for them to give you. I feel like you came out of bondage of this family, and being indoctrinated in a family that basically was trying to take you out. I feel like after some confrontations have come about, there will be deaths. There will be more deaths to come, physical deaths. I feel like spiritual deaths have already taken place here. I feel like a lot of you have taken the swords out of your back on your own. I feel like there's been an emotional healing. There's been self-love given with the Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups here with the Ten of Swords here. A lot of you have taken out the swords and you're moving forward, and you're making yourself an offer of true love, and standing in your dignity, and through love, through self-love, that they could never have given you anyway, because they don't have it for themselves. Because if anybody gets jealous of how somebody love you or treat you, then something's wrong with them, right? So these two came out hidden. The solar plexus chakra and the third eye chakra. Solar plexus is 3 and the third eye chakra is 6. This is being clarified by the Seven of Swords in reverse, which was hidden, the King of Cups in reverse, and the Ace of Swords. I feel like the truth came out about this was unrequited love, that this wasn't real love, and that basically they was trying to get away with something that wasn't theirs. But I feel like the spirit realm showed you, and you had to come out of this self-defeating energy on who you are, like these spells and things that they came at you with, because the universe was looking out for you. With the universe at the bottom of the deck here, the universe is looking out for you, to come out and go in and get and obtain what is honestly yours. There are some people telling you greetings that's been on your side, but at the same time was not equipped or allowed to help you. And I say people, you have people in the natural and you have some people in the spirit realm that are actually waving at you like, hey, you know, I'm glad you made it out, and we knew you were going to make it out, but we just couldn't come until you reach a certain level. And a lot of you are happy and grateful for this energy, because what this taught you to stand alone in the spirit realm, even though you weren't alone, but it taught you to stand and use your gifts and apply them accordingly. Creator, I come to you and I thank you for the collective. I thank you for a mindset of change. I speak that they continue to move forward and know that things will work out. I speak that they no longer give up on themselves, but stand and move and with strategic planning and know that things are going to work out. I speak that they understand that the addictions of dealing with people and things that were taught at a young age were all figments of the imagination, because you can live without them. I speak that they continue to understand self-love, and that just because someone say it's not fair does not mean it's not true. Selah. Y'all have a good one, and know that things have been being displayed to you for such a long time, but understand the truth of the matter is what it's about. Y'all have a good one. I see y'all tomorrow.